Hi guys, Bláithín here from Style of Living. Today I want to share with you a DIY dupe for the Lancome Rose Highlight. When I first saw this, I got like a PR kind of like notification press release thing that it was coming out. I was instantly in love and instantly responded to see when it would be in store in Ireland. And I got the devastating news that it wasn't coming to Ireland. I was so upset. Obviously, I could buy it online, but as I'm sure many of you know, it was out of stock for ages, like literally ages, and couldn't be found anywhere. And then I started to see these like DIYs come up. I was like, I wonder, could I do this? And it's so simple and easy. And with Valentine's only around the corner, it is a lovely and reasonably inexpensive, like, you know, well, very inexpensive compared to the real thing, gift to give your female friends. So I'm going to take you into the office, show you all of the things that you need, and then how to actually make it. So come with me. So guys, we're in my office here, and as you can see, I have laid out the very basics of what we're going to need, and I'm going to add in some extra stuff as well. You're obviously going to need some form of flower or rose to use. Some little container. I actually bought this one in deals, and it was only $1.50. And I think I'm going to zhuzh it up. It is pretty. It's got like this rose embossed stuff on it. And obviously, you're going to need a highlighter. I like this one here from the Essence range. Again, pretty inexpensive. So, these are like your basic stuff. And to this, you're going to need a few other things. You're going to need some rubbing alcohol or some sort of disinfectant to disinfect your rose. You're obviously going to need a way of getting your rose highlighter out, so a little spoon, and then to break it up into a powder, I'm just going to use a little baggie and my rolling pin. To zhuzh up my container, I'm sort of toying between spraying it a gold, like a kind of a high gloss gold finish like I have here with spray paint, or doing a bit of, you're not going to really see that, gold glitter to sort of highlight some of the flowers. The reason I'm sort of not kind of like totally on the glitter front is I'm sort of afraid if I did that, when you go to use it and obviously open it and so on, you'd actually get glitter on your hands and potentially transfer it onto your makeup brush when you're applying your highlighter. So that's why I'm kind of like in two minds on the gold glitter. I sort of wanted to do like spray paint the top and gold glitter the bottom, because obviously the top is what you're going to lift the most. But my reason for not doing that is I feel like the gold spray paint would work best on the bottom. Yeah, and the other way around, and doing this sort of the gold glitter, but obviously transfer would happen. So I'll have to think about that. To stick your rose into the bottom of your container, you're going to need like glue. I'm going to use my hot glue gun, which is inside here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead, have a think about what I'm going to do in terms of spray painting these, and come back to you. I really should have done this first, but you know, hey. So this is the container, and what I decided to do was just to spray the top of it gold like so and leave the rest, and then I also sprayed the base of it gold as well, and I think it's given it a lovely kind of glittery effect, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that's all dry now as well. Ooh. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my flower and I'm going to spray it with this Dettol disinfectant to kind of like disinfect it. Ooh, getting the whole area all wet. We're just going to shake it off and let it dry. But first I'm going to remove it from the stock because we're obviously not going to need the entire stock. So mine just pulls off. It doesn't need to be cut, but yours might need to be cut. Now I'm going to see how flushly it fits in the bowl and if I'm going to have to remove any of these flowers. So it is actually a little bit bigger than my bowl. My lid's not going to fit down on top of it. So I'm going to remove some of the petals to make it a little bit smaller. So mine are just coming away like so, as you can see. And once I know how many I'm going to need, I will then fluff it out. So I think what's causing me the big problem is this little stalk here. So I'm actually going to get wire cutters to cut that off. So there we go. And hopefully this will make things, there we go, that's sitting much better now. And I'm just going to tease them out a little, and I'm actually going to glue this into place. Yeah, that is sitting. I might lose a couple more petals to bring it right down. And also take off a little bit more of that stalk. Like so. Yeah. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue at the very, very bottom of this. So there is my glue. And now I'm going to set this into the center, and I'm going to pull out the petals as well while I do this. So I'm going to take it off camera so that it can dry and show you what I'm going to do now with the actual highlighter. So we have a rose highlighter, which is actually the essential one, and I'm going to use a spoon and a little baggie. So first I'm just going to kind of break it up a little bit so I can get it out of here. As much as possible. And then I'm going to place it in the baggie before I tip it to get as much of the product as I can. So the pan is pretty much empty. I'm going to see if I can get the last of that. And there we go. As you can see, mine is pretty broken up already. But if yours is, I'm going to let the air out. If yours is fairly solid still, you can take your rolling pin and just bash it out. Like so. So I've brought back my rose, and I'm going to take my mini sieve and grab my bag of highlighter and pour the highlighter inside. I feel like I need a third hand do this. Open up there. Ooh, come out. And then we're just gonna gently sift our product and let it get down into all the little crevices. Like so. And we'll take it off our rim so that we have a nice clean edge. So guys, this is the end of my DIY dupe for the Lancome Rose highlighter. I think in total, so I paid €1.50 for the little kind of ceramic container in Deals. The flower I've actually had for quite some time, but I think at the time I paid for about €2 for it. The palette actually came in a glossy box, but the Essence range is not terribly expensive, so I'd say this probably retails at between €2 and €5. And of course you can get other, if you just want a single pan, you can get them in other ranges. Now the gold spray I've had this for quite some time, but it cost me $7.99 for the full can, and obviously I've used very little on this one. And of course the glue gun is something I have anyway. So all in all, you can achieve this if you have the other kind of decorative and craft supplies for, I would say, less than €10. So considering I think the Lancome Rose highlighter sells for about €60, so massive saving. So you could actually create multiple ones of these for your girlfriends for a fraction of the cost of one single real one, and I think they'd be delighted to receive it. And obviously you could team it with a cute brush as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up or thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you next week with another great video. Thanks guys, bye!